So, welcome back to the Clover Made Simple course. As you can imagine, one of the benefits to not just being a note-taking application, but also having the ability to manage tasks is something that goes a long way. And it's really valuable to have those two alongside each other. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit more about how tasks operate, and then we'll really take it to the daily notes area and explore how you can actually sort of really use it in a sort of day-to-day view and really taking it a lot further. Now, to create a task, you can either press / command and go down to to-do, or you can use these hard brackets to create a brand new to-do. The other thing you can do as well, very small, is if I, for example, wrote set agenda, and I hovered over that text, you can turn it in a to-do just by selecting this in the text formatting options. So there's a variety of things you can do with a brand new to-do. You can set it a date, and as you can see here, let's say I set it to today. You can then go over, just for demonstrations purposes, is to go over to your daily notes area, and you can see that it's now set as a page task. And it'll bring you to the actual page that you created it on. And that's particularly useful because it separates itself from, for example, planning your daily tasks that you might want to do as priority, with page tasks coming below. Now, if I go back here, I can also set it to any future date, or even give it no date whatsoever. If I gave it no date whatsoever, if I went to the top right hand corner, you can now see that a task is available on to do. If I did give it a date, it would still appear here, and I can even give it a date from here. So if I said it's available for tomorrow, you can even see things that have been done, things that have been cancelled. So it's really handy to be able to see these page tasks and really how they operate and give us an idea of what we've got to get done if it's based on a meeting or a project. Now, what I like as well is, you're probably wondering, like, how do I cancel a task? Maybe that seems a bit difficult, but actually you can do a couple of things. You can cancel a task here and you can do it. So once it's done, it can be unchecked if you want, but you can also cancel it, which means it's never really existed, but it gives you this strike through and allows you to see it being used in the past. So it might be useful if one of your team members now sort of changed the status of this, but you still want it being referenced. You can also give it a highlight color. So if, for example, you want to keep it as your highlight orange or red or yellow or even green or blue. But it's really nice because if you wanted a task to particularly stand out, or you could even do something very different, like give everybody in your team a different color. Red, yellow, blue, green and blue, a bit like Ludo. But it gives you a chance for you and your team to see what they're working on. Just an idea, but you can scrabble through the colors as well. I think you can do that by pressing, I will link it below, but you can, there you go, by clicking it and pressing the options button on Mac, you can skip through the different colors or just keep it a foreground if you just want it to be neat and organized. Now, you can move this around in the page, and one thing you can do is, for example, if you created a to-do underneath it and you pressed enter to just make a brand new to-do, and you were like organize conference, but you wanted the organize conference to be the parent task, you can put it underneath it, and that's a really helpful feature. And if you create a due date for that specific thing, anything underneath it as a subtask now operates as the same date as the top one, which is perfect because you can add more. For example, you could say, call the hosts and everything just given that parent task, which is perfect. And you can see, if I were to skip forward to the 18th of January, you'll be able to see the due tasks that are on those days, which is perfect. And if I click in, I can find them instantaneously. And up in the top right hand corner, it's been updated, which I can tick them off from here as well. Any ticks to do from a parent task completes all of the subtasks. So as you can see, it's been completed. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an overview of how tasks operate. Scheduling them, managing them is fairly easy through this application, and it does help you in a lot of natural ways, like being able to use that parent and subtask thing very suitably. So hopefully this was helpful, and let us know if you have any questions.